wishing us, hey, glad you guys had a good time. Get back to work. And we're all here. And, good to hopefully you're there too. So what's up, y'all? I'm Russ Rollins, host of the program. And with everybody today, we'll be doing this until around 11 o'clock. Here's the producer, the Angel of Boom, Angel Rivera. To my right, Mr. Motivation, Carlos Navarro.
Time never stop, baby.
It's the Gator Queen, Savannah.
Hey, good morning.
Angelique, the Dancing Queen.
Whoop, whoop.
And the King of Denmark, Ryan Holmes.
Everybody's here.
Everybody's here. The telephone number, if you want to call us around trivia time, is the best time to call. 407-916-1041. Remember, you can go right now to our little app, the iHeartRadio app, and you click on the microphone. And when you click on the microphone, you can leave us a hot take message. We'll play those a little bit later on in the show. And, if you want to text me, go ahead, 77031. I like to text people back. And, man, hope you guys are ready to have a great 2023.
Hell yeah.
We've been off for half the month, and we got 1,000 things to talk about, which is always awesome. Remember, we're live on our YouTube channel, Real Radio Monsters on YouTube. And you can always participate there. There's a little chat area there for you to participate and go back and forth, which is always very, very cool. A lot of stuff that we can't wait to talk about. One of the things though that happened overnight, and if you were watching last night Monday Night Football, I don't think it's ever happened before. Actually, no, it's never happened before that I know of, Angel. But
No.
the game last night, Monday Night Football, first quarter, and a player for the Bills, Damar Hamlin, makes a tackle, but he gets hit like right in the chest, and after the tackle, after the hit into the chest, gets up and then falls down and has a heart attack.
Yeah.
Obviously, what was hard to see, hard to watch, or whatever, with the reaction from the players. I mean, on both sides. I mean, grown men, like tears, like, oh my God, like to think that could happen.
You knew it was bad when ESPN went to the wide shot.
Yes.
So as quickly as ESPN, and this is them listening to the people on the ground and the coaching staff from the Buffalo Bills immediately calling for an ambulance, those kinds of things. So when ESPN,
that saved his life,
Yeah, 100%. And when ESPN goes to that wide shot, and then you start seeing the other players' reactions, that's when you knew this was they were in very unmarked territory. This was a completely different kind of scenario.
Now, they called the game. They're like, listen, the guys can't play. They're too
what's
upset.
interesting is the process that went through, because a lot of people were right away wanted to give the NFL props for this, and it wasn't that. The players went to their
coaches,
their reps.
Oh.
Their union reps.
Yeah,
they had to go to their union reps. The union reps went to the league and said, "Hey, the guys aren't playing."
So the league would have allowed them to keep playing if they wanted to.
Look, it's again, you're putting on a show. You're on national television.
Yeah.
And so at that point, they called it.
The seats are sold.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of money that's already been spent that is being spent.
I do get that, but I mean, the players were so distraught, so upset that they couldn't go on. I mean, I don't blame them.
No, I don't think anybody does. Again, the magnitude of the moment and how again, like you said, this has not ever happened on a Monday Night Football game.
No.
This was in the 90s. Play ball, boy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. This was in the 90s. Brush it off.
off
Let's
that
play
heart
some
attack.
football. Walk off there. It's crazy how quickly we shift, right?
Well, even Brody said a basketball game that happened, that someone passed on the basketball field at 1 year and they continued.
On a court.
Yeah, on
the
the
old
court.
basketball.
Oh, sorry, I meant on the court. Sorry, I was thinking of football.
Someone passed out on the basketball field. Yeah, that was Len Bias.
What about all the
time
bets and stuff like that happen for football games, and then all of a sudden,
does that get carried over to the next game? I'm assuming.
No, it's a real
that all
It's got to be a wash, right?
I think it's a wash. Yeah.
Hey, but that does change the game now, because Damar won't be playing more than likely. Right,
right,
and
sure.
He's a starter.
Of course he won't be playing.
So that changes everything for the Bills. But when you saw that, and you saw the players, on both teams upset, crying, like it was like, oh man, they're all just guys playing a game. This is, we haven't talked about it yet because this is going on. But when it comes to the health of the players, once again, Tua will not be playing this week again. So
concussion number 3.
Concussion number 3.
That we're counting.
That we're counting. That we know of.
We know of.
Yeah, he more than likely had concussions in college and probably in high school, because he's accident or injury prone.
Which is why I put that all into factoring my amazing prediction at the beginning of the season, which is the Dolphins will not make the playoffs.
I mean, this is sports at its best. Russ being this newfound fan who thought really that the first half of the NFL season is representative of the second half and the Dolphins.
But he's fanning all wrong, though. But he's fanning all wrong, though, right? Because he's already calling it for his team, and they still, there's still an option.
Yeah.
There's still a possibility, and he's already.
We sucked last week.
They need you, Russ. They need you.
With Skylar Thompson and that other
Teddy Bridgewater.
They have no chance at all. There's just no way they're going to beat the Jets.
That's the thing about a fan. You got to have these, delusions of grandeur. Like this is their moment.
I'm not going to go too far out on this ledge, but I will say this is all I'm going to say about the Steelers situation. Had I listened to the people that were prognosticators, right? Had I listened to all the talking heads, right? Oh, Steelers season is over. Steelers season is, they ain't doing nothing, right? They're just going to lay down for the Ravens. I just kept quiet.
Do you know who's spotted?
I said, they don't understand that game.
Right,
they don't know the Steelers are some dogs. They don't know that when it comes to the Ravens, they ain't going to lie down for the Ravens.
And it looks like now the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to take the Miami Dolphins spot where they were.
I love it.
And I'm like, I'm currently shopping for pizzas now.
Zero trash talk, by the way. Angels done zero trash talk.
For those that don't remember, Ryan Holmes made a bet with me at the beginning of the year that he said the Dolphins would not make the playoffs. If they did, he was going to give me $500 cash. And if they didn't, I have to buy him a pizza for a week.
The bet of an 8-year-old.
And I will tell you, where I was at this weekend, out at Camp Margaritaville, sitting watching with a bunch of dudes who all listen to the show, and you're going to have to buy pizza. You're going to have to buy they're raising hell.
Pizza people. I love them.
And I had no dog in the fight, but it's just like fun because I was actually like, when you were beating Ryan, I was like, hell yeah, you suck, Ryan. I have no dog in the fight. You're losing now, like, hell yeah, Ryan. Pay up.
Exactly.
Now, people are texting and they're saying that's only 2 official concussions for Tua, but that first week, he says it was his back.
Yep.
He grabbed his head. It was a concussion. Come on.
No sports reporters are saying like this is his second concussion.
No, they are. It's a big debate.
This is his third concussion, and it's the bet of an 8-year-old, Carlos, because it was so ridiculous to me that anybody thinks that the Dolphins are going to the playoffs at the beginning of the season.
But
I was willing to put out real money for a dumb pizza. And you know what?
It seems so real.
You can have a slice.
Yeah, all right.
If you remember, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, they had Tua as could be MVP this year.
It was always shaky, though.
Yeah.
It was always on shaky ground.
I know.
Little, tiny, frail, shaky ground.
Actually, real quick, we were talking about, so the basketball player that passed on the court was Reggie Lewis for the Celtics.
Oh, I thought it was Len Bias.
No, Len Bias died because
the cocaine.
The cocaine.
Yeah, the cocaine got
partying.
him.
Cocaine can kill you?
Yeah, the Celtics, Reggie Lewis. That's right. I was confused.
And in college, it was Hank Gathers, Loyola Marymount.
Good.
And in both times, they continued to play.
But no, in Boston, was it on the court straight up?
Yeah.
He collapsed on the court.
Yeah,
now,
but
he
said they took him away on the stretcher, and then they resumed playing.
Yeah, Reggie Lewis, man, that guy was supposed to be real good too.
Yeah. All right, listen, we got to stay on time again, right? We're back in ratings period. By the way, the show was #1 again in the last period of the year. Thank you guys so much for listening and participating and making us #1 once again. That's we do appreciate that. And guess what? Once you're #1, then you just got to do it again. That's right. It's like okay, you did it. Now you got to go do it again. So we appreciate you guys listening. Don't go anywhere. We got a bunch of stuff to tell you about the past couple of weeks. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Monsters in the Morning.